So how are you, you beautiful people? I hope you've had a good week. So the idea of this one is I was just watching a video on of photography composition techniques, and it's like, well, yes, you can use these, and they are very good, and you'll see me use them. Well, you'll see me use rule of third a lot. With the other ones, it's quite hard to visualize when you don't have the options. So you've got the triangular one, which has got one like that. You've got a peak there, and you've got a peak there. You've got the Fibonacci one's the golden ratio. No way I'm going to work that one out visually. You're pretty much looking at 2/5 of the screen is covered, and then sort of work this out while looking in the mirror, a tiny little thing. It sort of goes around like that. Um, Again, something I can't visualize, but I'm just going to take photos. Because even though in a lot of my streams you will see me use the grid rule of thirds, I'm not. I'm having to visualize it in my head in a portrait way, and all I'm doing is using the two vertical lines in the landscape one just to get an idea of where the picture's going to be. But either way, I'm going to throw all of that out of the toolbox. Let's just crack on with it and take some photos. I'm going to take that just for my first photo of the game, and the general idea is just to get myself into the flow of taking pictures. First thing I need to do, brightness, because that is a little bit too dark. So we have that there. We're going to adjust the contrast just a smidgen, gamma just to bring the over a little bit more light to it, and then saturation a little bit less actually, because those leaves what I'm looking at the moment are a bit much. Actually, no, I think I was in the right plane or right position. So let's go back, because I want to accentuate. I just really like the spiral staircase, to be quite honest, so that's all I want to do. I just want to take that. And I am finding myself instinctively doing a composition. So basically I'm putting the shadow as best as I can at the center of the image. So can I make that a little bit more interesting? I'm going to zoom back to give myself space to actually crop in. Let's get that picture. That's kind of cool. Gods of Labour. We'll have some of that. Again, I'm trying to make my own pictures. Because what I want to do is have that sort of in a corner, sort of like that. And again, you've got to imagine it in the portrait. So am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going to stick to that way. I'm going to do it as a bit of a diagonal. No. I think let's get in the right angle on it. That's what I want. Can't. I can go higher. No. Yeah, this is the interesting thing about the photo mode in this game, is it doesn't have a button to raise up and drop down. So you've just got to do it yourself. About there, maybe a bit higher. Well, I'm going to give myself options. So we're going to do the, and I know I said I'm breaking the rules, foreground, middle, ground and background, but that's more just to give me space to crop in and sort of try and work out something a bit more interesting. So as I said, I wanted it something like that, but the main focus is there. The angle, am I pleased with it? Maybe not, but this is a whole experiment. You know, we will see how it turns out when I get it to the editing. A picture opportunity here somewhere before I go and die again. So I am going to try and get a bit more light. I think that is going to be the frame or the picture of it. I'm going for quite a bit of brightness actually. I want a lot of the detail from the picture, and I don't always, but I do find that it's better to use the game's brightness to, you know, its engine to brighten everything rather than doing it post-production. Simply because it's designed to, you know, use its light sources to do that. So we do want a fair bit more contrast. I'm going to do the gamma, which I sort of interpret as being like highlights more than anything else. But you can do the red and greens. So it's like an S-curve. I think that's how it works. I'm no expert, but I think that's how it works. I'm going to drop the saturation back to counteract the contrast that I did. And I may not do this, but I was just wanting to have a bit of a experiment with angles. And see how I like it. Because I'm trying to break from any sort of conformity and make it a more interesting picture. But it does seem to be very difficult, because if you think of the portrait, so the left hand side being the main part of the image, I'm filling the frame. So that is a little bit difficult. I'm gonna go for these here. Going to line it up with that curve of the roof. I'm just going to take that. Come on, tire yourself out, little one. What are you gonna do? Yes. Oh my days, that was mental.
For real, that thing, a civilian robot. You tell me, Major. You have far more experience with
Oh, they better have some resources. Wow. We did it. We made it. This little hunk of junk took me an hour to get through, but we've done it. That was cool. Very cool. Okay, so what interesting thing can we do with this? Don't think that thing there is good. Something like that is going to be the picture. I'm going to zoom out a little bit in the old field of view so I can crop it. That was hard, very hard. But I say, it was enjoyable. I appreciated the challenge. I just think that they may have underestimated their or overestimated their audience on making it so difficult so early. You know, if they were Nintendo, I'd totally get it, but they're not. I want it that way. I need to go higher and look straight down. Get that. Which doesn't work. Because what I'm thinking of is I want something like that, but in landscape mode. So I'm going to cheat to some extent. Line it up how I want to here. I mean, it's not really cheating because in the real world you'd do that. So, you know, I'm just going to do that in post editing. Actually made it. Yeah. So we are going to aim for the skies. We need to go quite a bit lower. I really like that, by the way. That's quite bright and quite interesting. But I'm going to take it about here. It is really strange trying to break rules that you've recently ingrained in yourself. Because that's effectively what I'm doing. But then people started to discover that it actually made you focus more on what they were taking pictures of. Nope, about there, I think. Do believe I need to be a bit higher. And no. I think I want to be very low for that. Again, it's a slightly strange picture, but that's the whole point of this. This is known as framing, I think, so I'm going to do something different to that. It's a little bit dark, so we can afford to brighten that up quite a lot. And then do the contrast. Drop that a tad. I want more red.
Yes, I was asking about the red things.
Ah. Okay. Let's get that shot. That's no moon. Wonder if I can make that better. That's the best I can do on that. Because I want to keep the whole circular motion. Yeah, we're going to go just a little bit off center. So grabbing that. Ooh. I know what I want, I just don't believe I have the space to achieve it. Now I don't have the space to achieve it, but we are going to grab that. And eventually this coil is also quite interesting. So that's quite interesting. Gotta wait because it's slowly rotating round for some reason. That's allowed me to get that picture. Yeah, we're taking that. We're going to try and take it. What's going on? Oh. There, I think. What purpose does that serve? Apart from...
Everybody would think that Soviet robots are dangerous.
I mean... Yeah. Basically, communism. Under a dictatorship leader. That's what he was talking about.
Yes, I know what that looks like.
Oh, okay, cool. That's as low as I can get. So we are going to go for that picture there. I have taken some more happy snaps, I'd say, than actually breaking any rules. And generally happy snaps are getting what you're interested in the centre. So I wouldn't say I've particularly achieved the goal of the stream, but I did achieve the promise that I had made to actually progress this after 2 hours of the last stream of not actually achieving anything. So I will, as usual, get everything edited, put it onto Instagram. For those who don't know, my Instagram is King of Etiquette, all one word, the same as this channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, if you enjoyed this stream and my videos, just so you can keep up to date and see all my new videos. And we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.